Greetings, everyone. DFG here. Hey, guys, excuse my perspiration. As you can probably tell, I've been out here getting my little workout on and getting some sun. But I just wanted to do this quick video. And I just want to talk about two subjects. The first subject is about the so-called race war. And then the second subject is about, what constitutes alpha male, okay? So I'm going to start on the race war aspects of it. Now, in America, if, men, black men, white men, so-called black men, and others, decided that they're going to go after each other based on the conditions of race, on the predicate, I think that's the right word, of premises of race. And that's what you're going to start killing, and that's what you're going to start hating each other on. Then let me remind you of something here. And now this one is to the white men. Black men, I'm going to get to you in a moment. But remember the French-American Wars? Remember the American-Indian Wars? You remember the Civil War? Well, you may have had the numbers, and you may have had the power, but you also lost a lot of lives. And I can assure you that life during that 4 or 5 year span, in this instance, the Civil War, was not exactly the life that you are living right now, and I guarantee you, it's not a repeat. You don't want to repeat that lifestyle. Everywhere you go, everywhere you walk, you have to be worried about not only your own safety, but the safety of your family, and constantly on the lookout, constantly, in a state of loss, constantly in a state of aggravation, stress, premature deaths, murder, mayhem, chaos, etc. Now, you're really telling me that's what you want? I don't care who's president. Okay, Donald Trump and these white supremacists who, quite frankly, I effing hate. But when we start talking about race war, nobody's going to win in a race war. I'm not saying someone may not annihilate, pretty much commit genocide towards the other, to the point of maybe even, I don't think they'll ever be able we will ever be able to make one race disappear, off this continent. But what I am talking about in terms of what a race war or what the end result of a race war would be such mayhem that you can't even imagine what it would be. So you may win in power, is what I'm saying. You may win in terms of being able to raise your victory flag. But you will have no victory because you will have no peace. And you will have blood on your hands. Now, on to the black man. The so-called black man. First of all, you don't have the numbers for a race war. So all of these guys who are out here calling out this and making all these statements around, a race war, especially the social media guys. And I won't call anybody's name because I'm not trying to pick a fight with them. Because to me, their rhetoric is simply that rhetoric. Because I guarantee you one of them are not going to pick up a gun. I guarantee you they're not going to be the first one to go out front and fire the first shot. You know what I'm saying? Like Christopher Addicts. And I will call out a couple names, whether that's Jason Black or Tariq Nasheed or any of the other jokers, Umar Johnson. Guys talking a lot of shit. You guys ain't going to grab no damn gun, because if you were going to grab a gun, you would have had the gun already. So stop being provocative and provoking these idiots who are outnumbered, outgunned, out utility, out natural, resources. I mean, you don't control any of that, black man. None of that stuff is under your control. I'm talking about the essentials of survival. Excuse my strength in the voice, ladies, if you're listening. But this is for the men out here who seem to be, obsessed with this foolishness. Now, am I okay, with the condition and the hostilities that are being perpetrated on men of color? Hell no. I don't like it one bit. And am I saying that you shouldn't defend yourself and fight back? Only if you're a coward, you shouldn't. Only if you're going to throw the rock and run. So you need to fight back. I'm not talking about when the aggressor is coming your way. That's in any instance. Race has nothing to do with that. That's being a man. Which leads me on to my alpha male, comments. Because a lot of you guys think because you have your queens. I don't know how you have a queen if you don't have a king mentality. But because you're out there with a job and suave and, and your own, you have a bank account, that doesn't make you a king. That just makes you, a kitten. You follow me? You're not a lion. Because a lion is going to survey the situation. A lion is always going to hold his position. A lion is not interested in trying to talk about who a queen is and who isn't a queen. A lion is only interested in being a lion. All right? Protect, provide, cultivate, enforce when necessary, relinquish when it's relevant. So all this, talk about, how much of a man you are. And this is for any color. Hispanics with that macho bullshit. Caucasians with that, I'm in charge, I'm in control, white power, whatever the hell you're talking about. And black folks with this, physical superiority shit. And then try to bring Yahweh into the conversation like somehow or another, Yahweh just told you to go out here and kill everybody. Now that's a flat out lie. That's not scripture. You fight against your enemies. And that's when your enemies attack, not because they exist. So all this race war stuff, this, alpha male foolishness and what have you. You follow me? If you're a man, a real man, you should be taking care of your family. You should be providing for your family. You should also be out here working in the communities that you live in, and also the expanded communities, working with, individuals to try to enhance those communities, to develop a culture, a way of doing things, a consistent way, all inclusive. That's what a male is. You follow me? Rearing your children, chastising them when necessary, speaking truth to the children and making sure they don't get caught up in this new wave, concepts around, what constitutes a relationship, what's good and what's evil. That's your job as a male, to teach those behaviors, teach morals, teach values, teach your culture, and then teach diversity, all right, and the importance of it. But all this silliness out here with this, race war and all of this stuff, look, guys, I'm not saying it can't happen. Oh, it can happen. I just don't believe you're ready for the consequences. I'm not saying, you may be ready to pick up the gun again and shoot. I don't believe you're ready for the consequences. Because I don't see nobody firing the first shot, at least not publicly. And for all you good guys, suburban guys, who live in the dream, you better check your brothers over there. You follow me? I'm talking about these idiots out here in the woods talking about picking up guns and going after, men and women of color. You better put them in check. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be hard for somebody to discern the difference between you and them in a race war. And your children, I might add. And then you, again, so-called black men, Hispanic men, you need to check that macho shit at the door. Just be a man, man up. How many of you guys have worked with people in your community, mentoring and develop them, creating opportunities for them? I have. I've been doing it for 30 years. All over the country, I might add. Some of you guys haven't left the goddamn community and talking shit. Excuse my language, but it is what it is. So before you get all, how you say, all puffed up, in your chest and listening to these idiots who don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're rabble-rousers stirring you up. And I guarantee you when the so-called race war start, them jokers going to be the first one to take out and run their ass out of this country. And when the law or the vigilante catch up with their ass, they'll be, no, it wasn't me. Cowards. How I think old James Brown said, they're talking loud, but they ain't saying nothing. Put your damn money where your mouth is if you so damn bad. Start it. I'm talking about the leaders, these badasses. Go start it. Then, we'll see what you're all about. Until then, I'm going to tell the rest of the people, till them jokers put their money where their mouth is, just kind of give them a little wink, and then tell them to shut the up. All right? Yeah, a little rough, but we do mind, we do body, we do spirit. This is Mind Talk. Peace. Thank you guys for listening. DFG, Gideon's Flight. If you like, please subscribe at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Share your comments. I can handle it. Thank you. I ain't about no race war. I'm about what's right and wrong.